Fall, of course, a busy time in many households, whether it's back to school schedules, sporting events, raking the leaves.
All of that.
Oh my gosh, there never seems to be enough time.
But taking a little time now to get organized in the kitchen will save you time, money, and energy. So today and Get It Together, we have tips and advice on organizing our refrigerators. Laura Souders is here with us, and this is something that I definitely struggle with, for sure.
Yeah, I try my best, but she has some really good tips today. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with putting all your fruit in one drawer, but we're going to take it up
I like
a notch.
this. Subdividing
Take it
containers. Love this.
So first point here, this can reduce food waste.
Absolutely. 30 to 40% of food is wasted in America.
Holy moly.
Wow.
And I know in the refrigerator, if you can't see something, it's going to go to the waste.
Yes.
Sure.
It's going to get pushed to the back and forgotten about.
Right, these limes will turn before I ever have a chance to use them. Yeah.
Or it just turns into pure laziness, right? You don't want to reach around things to grab it and move things around.
Yeah.
So how do we get started? Do you start just by purging things, or where do we begin?
The refrigerator door, purging on there is best. Usually you have a lot of the condiments and salad dressings there. If you start
check the
there,
expiration
right, and if you can't remember when you bought it, then it should go.
Yeah.
If you can't even remember. So purging is first, and any other expired food or food that you say, no one's going to eat this. You know, yes, we made it. Yes, it's a leftover, but no one's going to eat it. Get rid of it. So you make a little bit more space that way.
Gotcha.
Then we have some space to do our organizing. You say designate and label.
Designate and label. Have areas that are planned for certain things. In the top of the refrigerator, you want your things that are already prepared, the things you can grab and eat, maybe the leftovers that are already ready, snacks in the middle, and then you want your uncooked, like raw meat in the bottom. So if there's any leakage, you don't have contamination.
That's
Great
a good idea.
point.
That's
Great
really
point.
great point. I see a lot of different containers here, and I always struggle with this too. What is best, and what needs a lid, what doesn't need a lid, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's start with this, the bins or the drawers that are in your refrigerator. Like Amy said, nothing's really wrong with this.
Sure.
You can see everything in there, but it's not really convenient. And when you open this up, everything kind of rolls around and you try to get something, you might have a fruit go bad, and then it's harder to clean. This makes it easier to clean to put these little containers inside. So having them in there makes things not roll around. It makes them easier to clean, and it gives you more space. So you're actually increasing your space because you're going up now, because this gives you a lot of wasted space.
Yeah, there's a lot of emptiness in there in between all the fruits.
I like what you said about the cleaning too, because if something does spoil, sometimes like a fruit spoils and it kind of does something funky. Now it's just in that one container. You have to take everything out.
And it's stuck to the side. I hate that. That's the worst. You got to
And
pull the whole thing out.
And something like this is easier to put in your sink and scrub than
Than the whole drawer.
And storage containers, you think clear is just the way to go?
Clear is the way to go to use to make snack containers for people to grab their things for lunches, making lunches for work or school, or snacks afterwards. That's great, having them open. The square or rectangle shape is best because you're thinking of a box. You know, your refrigerator is a box. Think inside the box. Square and rectangle fits best, and it stacks.
I have so many circle glass containers. That was foolish. That was so foolish.
I have a lot of those too. Now what do you do? Now I got to
use them for cookies. Use them for other things that aren't in the refrigerator that don't have a box that you have to fit into.
Great tips. Very practical. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love having you. We'll be right back.